What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless with another episode on Space Engineers. We're back on our Corvette build, as always. Seems to be the case anyway. So we're still doing some changing around in the elevator room here, the airlock. But it's going fairly well. I've cleared out some of the space. I am trying to keep an eye on where this is going to go. So, okay, so I have a 1 block clearance here. This actually could end up looking kind of cool. What I'm thinking of doing is kind of using the conveyor system here to my advantage a little bit. And what I mean by that is this will look like it's basically blending into the wall, but this first row will be the conveyor blocks. Is kind of what I'm thinking. And that should actually increase the size kind of area that we have to work with in here. And then we should be able to do something to this effect. Like so. Kind of like we did over here. Only here I couldn't actually go back any further because, you know, that pesky hull is in the way. Stupid hull. And you may have noticed I haven't actually... Let's see, is this the right amount of spaces? I think so. I haven't actually gone through and fixed... Oh, this is going to be a problem. Ew. Okay, that's an issue I wasn't expecting. Well... Oh, maybe not. Never mind. False alarm. Nope. It works. It works. It's alive. Alright. I am a little concerned. Oh, okay, that's where the noise was coming from. I was gonna say, every time I build or break or do anything, I get these weird little popping noises like metal, and apparently it's because I actually had metal floating around when I did that one. But it kind of sounds like when a piston can't pull everything all the way up and it's like clang, 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 you know. It kind of makes me nervous that there's something on the ship that's like breaking. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, now, well, let's actually do this part. And then that will actually give me something else to tie into. Wait. Nope, that's wrong. Alright, there you are. That's the right one. Okay. Nope. Turn around. I like how angle blocks look when you're done with them. I don't really care for working with them. Just because you're constantly having to turn things around and stuff. When you work with regular square blocks, you just place them and you're done. Okay. So we have the overall kind of shape going on here. So now it'll just be a matter of cleaning everything up. But I think this area... Now the one exception will be if we want to vent the room. Because I will probably end up doing that. And when I do, I will more than likely end up replacing one of these angle blocks with one of those angled conveyors. Actually, you know what? I'm a bit of a dum-dum. I'm a bit of a dum-dum. You want to know why I'm a bit of a dum-dum? I will show you once I get this filled in. So watch this real quick, because I'm going to show you why I'm a dum-dum. Ready for this? Boom! Conveyor block. That's convenient, because that means I can just go like that. And now we have a vent in the room. Sometimes I can be a little silly. Now, there's one important thing to note. I will probably end up changing this if we want to officially make this our main airlock, because like we did in this up here, it should actually be on a separate disconnected system, and it's not at the moment. So in fact, I might handle that right now. What I'm gonna do, I know I just placed these, is wait for it. I like keeping people in suspense. It has nothing to do with me looking through my hotbars to see if I have the right stuff. That's not it at all. Why would you ever think that? Okay. So, we are going to put, if my game ever catches up, there we go. Gosh, the lag on this is getting so bad. I really want them to fix this. Alright, I need a small... Oh, I already have one on my hotbar. Duh. Okay, so how many blocks do we have? Wow, I actually did that perfectly. That's a surprise. I took the same amount of blocks on both sides. That's kind of funny. Okay. Now, where was that? There it is. So, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's where I would want it. So we're going to poke a hole. We're going to place a conveyor. Let's break... Come on. Let's see if we can do it this way. We should be able to do it this way. And lay this down. Oh, it's only 2. Okay. Even better. And I'm basically going to end up doing the same thing to the other side. And this way, we'll end up putting them on a basically a closed network of its own oxygen. And kind of like we did in the one up here, that will basically allow it to take and to fill up and release the same amount of oxygen type of thing. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off again. Oh, well, that's convenient. Okay, so... should be right there. Why is there only 2? Oh. Because I had it lopsided. Okay. And the next step that I'm going to work on is trying to fix the outside, and by fix I mean essentially get both sides of the ship caught up to speed, where, because we had done some of the building stuff to try and see if we wanted... Come on, get back there. To try and see if we wanted to do the outside exterior the same way on both sides, so I need to actually essentially do that on both sides. And then once we do that, we should be a little bit better off. Oh, I didn't... I thought there was something wrong. Now wait a minute, why are you... Huh. Well, that's odd. There's nothing in the oxygen tank, so I don't know what this is pushing out, unless it's just creative mode, which it probably is. Okay, fine then. Yeah, it's gotta be just because we're in creative, because technically those vents shouldn't have any oxygen to work with. Alright, so other than lighting and stuff, I'm gonna say that the airlock room is finito, I think. Because I can't really think of anything else that would kind of open this up a little bit. Maybe like an LCD screen here for oxygen readout or buttons or something, you know, stuff like that. But they're little things. In terms of structural, I think we're good. So, back out here in spectator mode, I've been working on trying to... Like I said, we've done this side and it looks good, and we did the weapons and we're happy with that, and we redid one of the landing gears apparently. I did not do the other ones. So I'm basically going to pause for a bit and work on redoing all of this. Whew-wee. Alright, so, a little bit of a progress report going on. Things are going well, everything's working right, and I've managed to clean up the ship a pretty good amount. And by clean up, I mean, I had noticed a while back, but I hadn't really brought it up, I guess, that because we had upped the height of the hull, we were going to have an extra layer of heavy armor. Now, obviously, because of my frame rate, it's not the sole thing behind my frame rate being so bad, but I have noticed it pick up a little bit as I was clearing out a whole extra layer of heavy armor blocks. So it's probably just the amount of blocks and stuff we're hitting it a little bit, but like I said, it hasn't fixed everything. There's still something back over in this region that kind of drops my frame rate. But when I'm actually like looking this way and stuff now, it's picking back up a little bit, back up to about 20. So we're getting a bit of an improvement. I have moved up all of the landing gears now at this point. And I have the front missile bay set up here. I did move it around a little bit. I moved it up here. Now we could, just for the principle, basically, change these out because these are no longer being used to bring up the pistons or whatever. So we can change these so that we get a little bit of a different story. Actually, yeah, okay, they're still coming from there. I was gonna say what I could actually do is connect these two back here and then do a single line, which would cut down on some of the conveyor. Actually, you know what? I might do that. However, I need to add 2 blocks, well, at least 2, there to hold the landing gear in place. And I don't know if I'm going to leave this completely hollow or not under here. I don't really see a reason not to, as far as, like, I don't really see a benefit in filling it up with stuff unless there's just stuff I could fill it up with. I mean, it all depends on what you're going for. At the moment, I'm kind of trying to cut down on bogging the frame rate down and adding a bunch of excess stuff that I don't really need. Whoopsie. Didn't really think about that. Okay, let's grab you. Blunk. And what I guess I'm getting at is, technically speaking, there's a couple layers in here. I could fill this whole thing with cargo containers and connect it to the conveyors, and then, hey, we've got, like, cargo space for days. But, you know, you're gonna increase your mass and everything, so then you need more thrusters and blah, 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 blah. So I don't really think I want to do that at the moment. That's kind of one of those, like, just not really sure that it will benefit me at all in doing it that way. So at the moment, we're not planning on filling this in with anything. I do need to make some cross beams here just a little bit. I'm trying to also make sure that I line everything up correctly and, you know, make sure that, let's see, this is 1 block away, and then 2 for the guns. Let's see which one we're on. Should be that one. Okay, and this is 1 block away, and then the ramp, and then the guns. Okay, so we're lined up right, I think. So, all that kind of stuff, but I wanted to come back and show our progress. So basically all I really have left to do, I've got the landing gears fixed and functional, and I've got the chain gun here, but it doesn't have its housing. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. I've got the missile launcher here completed, landing gear up here. So it really comes down to basically getting the other 2 missile launchers done. Back over here, I have to replace these and move them up into their right spots. What I will probably do after that is one last test with this armor plate type stuff to make sure that if we were landed, all of this stuff still works. It all should work fine. Oh, and there's one last thing I'm going to do at the end of this episode, and that's change up the hanger in here. And what I mean by change up is compact it. So, for example, this doesn't really do anything. So I'm going to bring this part in to where this is now here, if that makes sense. And we're going to do the same thing off the back to enclose it a little bit so that we don't have as much room. Let me see if I can find a spot that shows what I'm talking about. See, we covered it up out here, but we didn't cover it up on the inside, so this part sticks out a little further. We don't really have to now that I'm thinking about it, because this has to be where it is, so it's kind of a moot point. We don't really need to do it, so I might change my mind. But anyways, we gotta get this. Once we get this done, I'll come back and we'll go from there. Alrighty. So we have the bottom done, I think, for the most part. So let's take the bottom area here. First of all, let me make sure I lined everything up right. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I went off of my other kind of placement markers, so we should be pretty lined up. Everything should be even on both sides. Because I did one side and then the other, I couldn't really use the mirror mode to actually make sure, but I eyeballed it and used coordinate data and stuff, so it should be fine. So let's test out our stuff. So I left my guy in here who has access to the control panel of the elevator. Let's do landing gear. Oh, okay, because I deleted all of the pistons, I guess I don't have any of these anymore in a group. First, let's set them to ownerships, because I don't know if that matters to pistons or not, but, you know, can't hurt. So let's do fixed weapon pistons. We'll save that. So, yeah, we'll do this one. And as we can see, they all extend correctly. And I'm pretty sure they'll all clear, I hope. Actually, you know what this reminds me of? If any of you remember Airwolf, that's kind of what this reminds me of. Like the retractable missile launchers and stuff kind of gives me an Airwolf vibe. Alright, now I'm in a little bit of a bind because in spectator mode I can't interact with stuff. So I can't actually fire the weapons from here and see them. So my best guess is going to basically be just going through and firing them all. And just hoping... Wait, these are all turrets. Let's do... Okay, let's just do the shoot once and listen for anything to blow up. Nothing so far. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. That's the 100 meter. Alright, what happened? Though, oddly enough, I don't see any... Maybe the shields tanked the hit? That would be cool. So which ones... Okay, which ones are the... Oh, I'm in spectator mode. Dang it, I can't see them. Alright, let's go to this one then. So we have the 100, the 200, and the 400. So it had to have been these, but I didn't do anything different with them. So I don't know what would have happened. Alright, let's do another test. First of all, let's check out the Gatling guns. I'm not hearing my shields. Okay, so the Gatling guns seem fine. Let's go back to our launchers. This is 100 meter, or millimeter. But see, that one's fine. This is another 100 millimeter. And that's hitting something. I don't get it. How can one be doing one thing and one be doing another? That's really weird. Alright, let's keep testing them. The shields seem to be doing their job, basically, so that's cool. Okay, that one's hitting. It's these two so far. I should probably try the 400s and make sure they don't blow anything up. That one's fine. And if I'm just... It might be an optic or an audio illusion, but... It sounds like that one's on my left. And it sounds like this one's on the right. So, I'm guessing... Since we're facing the front of the ship... Is this the front? Yeah, the lower one is the front. So if the lower is the front, it's this one, for some reason, that's hitting something. It's not in line with this, so it's got to be that it's not extending far enough down, but all of the pistons are extending at the same distance. So this doesn't really add up for me at all. Especially when they both look like they're... They both look fine, so I don't know what this one is hitting, or this one. I guess it's this one. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Alright, let's make sure that the other ones work okay. Okay, that one hit. That's hitting. Why are these hitting? I don't understand. They shouldn't be doing that. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. So I've got like two launchers, like two sets of things that are hitting. Alright, so my next step is to check the pistons. Because it's possible that they're at different heights, though they all appear to be at the same height. So that's really, 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 really odd. I do not understand that at all. Yeah, like not at all whatsoever. So for now, we're going to retract them, but if you guys know of anything that would cause one to do one thing and one to do something else, do let me know. I did have to adjust them to have a minimal distance of 0.05, because that was the rattling that was going on, was the pistons were trying to get pulled in, and they couldn't. And so it was like clanking around because it was trying to pull them in. But I really am concerned about the launchers because... Like, I went through and did them all the same way, but it seems like one on one side is doing one thing and one on the other side is doing something else. And that literally makes no sense to me. It's like saying, hey, we did the same exact thing on both sides and something's different. What? You know, how's that make any sense? But I've got one set of these and one set of those that are hitting, and one set that's fine. And as far as I know, they're built to the same height, specifications and everything. So I don't get it. The last thing that I'll probably tackle this episode is I would like to... Nope, not use that. I would like to test out our landing gear area and make sure that nothing breaks. It doesn't, like, try and get into the ground and it can't. You know, anything weird. I just want to make sure that it can do what it's supposed to, and all of our airlock stuff works. You know, just kind of test it. I'm not on a planet, so I'd like to test out and make sure that the heights of all of my landing gears and stuff work out correctly. And let's just drag you out here for this guy. For testing purposes. Okay. So that should basically simulate the height of this stuff. Now, We'll use this and go down just to confirm my theory, but I'm pretty sure it's my right weapons, which are the ones I just built. Now here's an interesting thing. Here's something that doesn't make sense engineering-wise. It could make sense in terms of game-wise. These two, I think, since the sound seemed like it was coming from my right, these two, I think, are the ones that are causing problems. And actually, while we're right here, and since I brought myself down, we could test them out again, just to make sure. Okay, so from here, let's see. Oh, no, launcher. My bad. Actually, you know what? No, let's do this a little bit differently. This might take us an extra second or two, but it'll give us a better idea of what we are looking at. I was kind of hoping... Oh, where's one of those standing... Yeah, there we go. Let's grab one of you. And I can't place you because of height reasons? Really? Oi. Alright, well, let's do this the old-fashioned way, then. And by old-fashioned, I mean I have no idea how that's old-fashioned, but, you know, we're just gonna flip upside down. Because reasons. Alright. Now, from here, we are going to grab our compact... Nope. Nope, nope. Definitely not on. We're just going to grab all these. I'm going to actually set this up. Okay. So we're all set up now. And actually, I think what I might do... O2 Farms landing gear pistons. Alright, let's grab these. We'll set it to reverse. And I'm going to try it here. We'll see how these go. Okay, no shield affecting, no wobbling, no weird stuff. Good. So, all of these will actually reach the points that they're supposed to reach. Good. Good, 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 good. Now, one last thing, just to double check and make sure, is we're going to look up the mag locks, if this will type. And all of them say ready to lock. Alright, cool. Now, I'm not going to lock them because I have had some weird results with locking to your own ship. At least in this particular build. I don't know if that works for all of them or not. But I have had times where it's like, lock in just to make sure, because this is a simulated test, and then like just weird stuff happens. It like spins around and does odd things, so I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to get rid of some of this, because now we don't need all this out here, and it'll clear up our line of sight for our weapons test. Alright. I can't get rid of that over there, but we can get rid of all of this stuff. Boom. Okay. And... boom. Alright. And we've already tested the airlock that we know we can get in and out of there, so that's all well and good. But now... we'll be able to see the weapons a little bit better. I am going to save it real quick, just to make sure. Every once in a while, I do something really stupid, like, you know, trying to make a reason for why I still needed a platform that I already did testing all of my height and stuff on. So I ended up just getting rid of all that, so we have a better view, and of course the standing mod thing has not been updated apparently, so I'm in the floor, but whatever. We have all of our weapons on our hotbar. I have saved it, so if anything happens to this ship, we're good to go. But now, let the weapons testing commence! Okay, so it's that one on the right that's hitting, but I don't know why. The one on the left is fine. Except for that one, which is not fine. Okay, so it's the inner ones. How weird is that? The outer missile launchers... wait, no. What the heck is wrong with this ship? So that one's okay. That one's not okay. Okay. I'm trying to... I'm getting mixed up on which one's which. Okay, so the outer on the right is fine. Nope, not fine. Okay, this is weird. 1 minute it's working, and then the next minute it's not. Huh. It's like every third shot. Okay, this is funky. Yeah, it's like every third shot it hits something. How weird is that? I don't understand that at all. Well, at least the front two work okay. Or the front, yeah, the front two rockets. And then we'll check our Gatling guns. Which, I'm not gonna lie, those look kind of awesome, now that I'm looking at them. Yeah! That'll look pretty cool if I could ever get the... I'm upside down, so I can't really get it to turn around right, but... that would look pretty cool. Oh, and the Mac cannon! I totally forgot about that. Weapons? I did test it. Well, no, I didn't test it. I looked up a video on it, but... was it 7? Okay, why won't it fire? That's curious. We might have to do it the manual way of shoot once. Let's see if that works. Oh! It didn't hit anything, but it sounds intimidating. Woo! So this thing's definitely armed to the teeth. The problem is, I can't keep it from blowing itself up, which is not... oh, that's... what in the world just happened? I jumped through the bottom. Okay. That's weird. Alright, well, that poses a bit of an issue, because... I don't think I can get them to go any lower. And... the only thing I could try... okay, let's do some hypotheticals real quick. I need to get in here to be able to test it. So from here, or including the base, it raises 3, so a total of 2. It goes up 2 blocks. Okay. So if I were to use a different one, say like this guy that's a tiny one but wide, how high up do you go, is my question. And I don't know why I put it over here when I'm just going to have to go back over here for the control terminal. So let's put one... because I usually use these for the landing gears, but I don't know if the wide ones will go any higher, or if it's just width. So let's find out. Reverse. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so with the base, you're also only going up 3. Well, here's one solution we could do. Now, I don't know that it'll work for the Gatling turrets because of their odd shape, but where we have an extra conveyor for space and padding, I might be able to put one of these, which is already 2 blocks, and forego the extra conveyor. Though I don't know how... I don't know what kind of conveyor system I would need to tie into something that large. So I don't know about that. Let me know what you guys think about how to fix that in the comments. But I think we're going to wrap things up here for this episode. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.